one thing that we wanted to look into when researching resources on LGBTQ history in the UK was ethnicity. Which ethnicities are being the most represented, and how is the information on these different ethnicities being made available to the public? So in the general UK history, the major timelines of events, the lists of most notable people, essentially the information that came up on the first Google search, the information that was the easiest to find. Out of 135 times that we documented that a specific individual was mentioned, only 3 times was this individual a person of color. And actually 2 times it was the same person, Justin Fashanu, who was the first openly gay football player. So what we're seeing is that people of color are extremely underrepresented in general LGBTQ history. So what about the resources that are dedicated specifically to people of color? These resources are much harder to find. Sometimes you kind of have to be looking specifically for information on people of color in the UK or on information on Black LGBTQ history in order to find it. Or it takes many, many more clicks, much deeper of a dive into LGBTQ history to start to find these resources on people of color. And what we see is that these resources are oftentimes made up of documentation that people of color are doing about their own selves, about their lives, about pictures and videos that they've taken of themselves and their friends, containing magazines and posters and diary entries about their lives and their partners. So what we see is that people of color are doing the documentation themselves. It's not historians or reporters who are documenting their lives, it's them. So essentially, we are requiring people of color to do the work to document their own history in order to even be included in the canon of LGBTQ history in the UK. And then we are burying this work under many, many resources focusing on or entirely compiled of white LGBTQ history.